We have another. Okay. Apologies, it happened again. I took way too long. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust all of this wires and whatnot so it fits nicely. Um. Anyways, so okay, yeah, I have no excuse to be honest. I have no excuse. I was lazy. I didn't want to do it. Um. I told myself that it was just a matter of I'm busy with like business and whatnot because business has been hectic. Business has been booming, but it's been hectic. You feel me? That's how that's how it be. We got a new camera set up. We do have a new camera. We have a new camera. We have a new microphone, which isn't really new. It's a couple of years old. But I did okay. Anyways, here is how you get everything that you could possibly get in life. Not everything you want, but everything you could possibly get. And it's simple. To be honest, none of this idea is mine. I do not attribute or give myself any recognition for this idea. I am simply sharing an idea from one of my good friends. And so I hope that benefits you guys. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys can tell where I'm looking. I'm looking at a monitor above my camera lens, so it may look like I'm looking slightly up. Anyways, so it's the concept that what what do we have choice over? And we could be very philosophical about it. We could explore free will. We could explore morality. We could explore many different domains to try and come up with an answer of what we can control and what we can't control. But when you go back, no matter what, nearly all of the energy, because the direction that the energy starts in is going to keep going that direction, right? It may have a little 10-degree each side swaying, but once a ball's rolling north, it's not going to go south. But what is the north, right? What is the initial starting point? In life, there's plenty of different aspects. The truth is, you can still live a pretty horrible life and focus on the very few good things. That doesn't say that the horrible life isn't something that you don't want, right? You don't want the horrible life. But if one thing good that happens, for an example, you're alive today, you can focus on that. We can't necessarily. This past week, I've been working a lot on my business, working, and I have reaped results. But what made it different from the other previous weeks is in the other previous weeks, I focused all my work effort into trying harder. But that's not what you're meant to do. You're not meant to try harder. What you're meant to do is align yourself. And I talk about this in a previous episode. That's a really good episode. You should talk that out. So you should check that out. When it comes to getting what you want, what you desire, you can't just expect to. It doesn't make sense. It's not the most optimal way to go about doing things if you choose to just work harder. If you choose to just put more effort in. But what you can choose to do is, and what I chose to do, where I saw the most amount of progress in the past week, was I gave it more attention. Now you're probably wondering, attention, work, like, hold on, this mic is like slowly falling. Let's fix that. You're probably wondering, attention, what is that really? You have. It's a great question. It's a good question because you're working harder, therefore you're kind of thinking about it more. But this isn't a work domain. I'm gonna explain how it can upgrade your life completely and transform your life. Instead of working so many long hours, the hours I do work are targeted, focused, and precise. They have a goal, they have a target. I'm not looking at the problems that I can't solve. Like, oh, my ads are going to cost so much money. Okay. Okay. If you know you need to run them. Right? Invest in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. But what was I saying? It's about being very deliberate. Very, very deliberate. And how does that look like in your life now? The thing is, the number one secret to this is the people that you choose to surround yourself with. It will always be the people you choose to surround yourself with, no matter what. Don't lock yourself in a room. That's not gonna go ghost, right? Have a lock-in period. Oh yeah, do that. Have a lock-in period, but don't go ghost. The people that you surround yourself with are gonna be the key to your success. When you're with a group of people, and someone proceeds to walk into the room, and they're gloomy or extremely energetic, you can notice the whole crowd shift energy, whether that's for the better or for the worse. It shifts, boom, just like that. So, why would you not go into a room and set the tone yourself? I'm going to split this into two parts. The you aspect of things and who you surround yourself with. Okay? I'm going to talk about the you aspect of things first. Why would you not go into the room and set the energy? You're crazy. Don't go in and act like, oh, you're too cool for any of this. Set the energy, because if you don't set the energy, I'm not letting some other brother set the energy for me. Right? I'm not gonna let them. I'm gonna set the energy. I'm gonna set the tone. When I walk into the room, if I'm feeling like I'm gonna conquer, like I have a task to do and I'm going to do it, and I'm gonna do it to the best of my possible ability, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna show you through my energy. And what you'll notice is the people around you, it will be harder for them to be down. It will be. And so surrounding yourself with a friend group, what happens is now this is where it links to other people, right? The people you choose to hang out with. And what I was talking about before, how to get everything that you want. You're not using these people. It's not some manipulative mind games. No. Don't worry. Not some manipulative mind games. It's very moral. You have to be aware. The only thing that we have control over isn't the things we do, isn't what we know, isn't even who we hang around. So how do you hang around the right people? Chilo, that sounds so counterintuitive. Hold on, I'm gonna explain. Relax. It's how you get everything you want. You're watching this video, you're watching me. I'm not watching you. Anyways. Give your attention to the things that matter. That is the only thing that we have control over. Not what we know, not what we do, not who we hang around. We only have control of what we give attention to. If we give attention to business, money, improvement, whatever goals that you have, then what's going to happen is you're going to be prone, and this is inevitable. I didn't believe it. One of my friends told me just do it. Shout out him, by the way. Told me just do it. Just put your attention to it and you watch the people come towards you. I did exactly that. 1 week later, I was surrounded with new people, locked in people. I keep looking at that camera. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, surrounded with new people, locked in people. Because the only thing that I was giving attention to is business and my self-improvement. That doesn't mean grind, work hard 24/7. It doesn't mean that. What it means is I know where my priorities lie. When I go out with a group of friends, I know what's on the forefront of my mind. And so when you know what's on the forefront of your mind, you can't help but end up in a situation where you're with other people that have the same thing on the forefront of their mind. The first thing is attention. Give attention to the things that matter. Simple. It's not difficult. Don't overcomplicate it. The second thing is, which will come naturally, is being surrounded by the right people. And you end up in this weird state where you can not have energy, you can be down, you can be low, right? And at the same time, still be locked into your purpose, locked into your goal. Because when you hang around these people, right, their attention in the forefront of their mind is still improving themselves. So they're still going to talk about it. They're still going to check in on you, see how you can do better. But we don't have any control except for that initial attention that we give things. The same thing goes for your mood. When you walk into a room, set the tone. Walk in there, damn, beat your chest and smile. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing. But hey, smile, man. Smile don't hurt nobody. Just set the tone. Otherwise, somebody else is going to set it for you. Second somebody else sets it for you, you've let them be behind. No, you haven't let them be behind. You're letting yourself be behind. They're already behind. You're just saying, hey, I'm coming with you. I'm going to be nonchalant. I'm going to be on my ones. I'm not going to socialize with anybody. Other people say humans are social creatures. Not creatures, but sure, social creatures. Humans are social creatures. Which means that energy is reciprocated. We like to reciprocate energy, good energy, without sounding too much like a hippie sort of thing, right? Vibrational frequencies and that. I'm not no expert in none of that. All I know is I walk into a room. I walk in. I know who I am. I walk in with a smile and good vibes. And I notice that the whole room does the same thing. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you about the vibrational frequencies and whatnot. But people like to reciprocate energy. So give attention to the things that matter. And that will lead to surrounding yourself with the people that have similar values when it comes to the things that matter. And you will have no choice but to go forward in whatever respective domain you are pushing for, you're seeking improvement for, that you want to do better. The same thing that came into your mind when you clicked on this video, right? And said, oh, I know what I want. I need to know how to get it. This is how you do it. You give it the right amount of attention. Watch what happens. Do it for a couple weeks. Happened for me in a couple days. a week, and you will see the ball start to roll. And your mood can be low. You cannot feel like doing the work. You cannot feel like being better. Yet you're still doing the things that you need to get done. Why is that? The second you have a little bit of motivation, whatever that means, capitalize on it. Give it all the attention you got. All the attention. See how much you can truly do. And your life will change. Your life will change, man. I don't coin any of this, and I kind of like did my own little twist. I got it completely from my friend. Gave me good advice. He was talking about how we don't have control over anything except what we give attention to. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's powerful. That's powerful. Because then you realize that's the only thing you have to do. That's the only thing you have to do. You don't have to do anything else but be deliberate about what you give your attention to. You got this. Lock in. Lock in. 99% of you. 99.99% of you. Oh, I'm guilty of it too. That's why I'm saying 99.99. So don't get it twisted. I'm not a hypocrite here. The time that you spend working on yourself isn't locked in time. And when you're not locked in, when you're out and about, most people are way too scared to set the tone. Way too scared to set the tone. Because if you don't set the tone, Joe next to you, right? Who's sitting there eating whatnot, same things that you promised yourself you wouldn't eat, doing the same things you promised yourself you wouldn't do, will end up giving you that lazy energy. That lazy energy. Do you want that lazy energy? Pick. If you don't set it, someone sets it, and someone reciprocates. There's no choice about that. No choice. Unless like extreme circumstances, like two extremely like psychotic people fighting for energy. That's how like you get those crazy stupid fights and whatnot. Anyways. Set the energy and you choose what you give your attention to. Don't forget that. Sunday episodes are back. Yup, Sunday episodes are back. Well, okay, hold on. If I say every Sunday and I do, you know what? Sunday episodes are back. You heard it here first. Going rogue with Chilo. Yeah, make sure you show some love, man. Yeah. Remember, the only thing you have control over is the attention. Everything else blooms off of that. If you give attention to negative things, you may have positive actions, but they stem from negative emotion, which isn't good, man. Isn't good. I'll see y'all next week, man. I love these episodes.